And are there significant features on your daughter being lotus born that you can notice?
I
I believe
definitely say a lot.
Yeah.
I try to keep it short, and then we can also go to some other topics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she definitely like she never really grew up in a city or was like we grow up in between the mountain and the ocean, so
Oh
she
yeah.
was always surrounded by
Nature.
and if education, then Waldorf inspired education in multinational kindergartens, or we are having here where we live in the mountain a small school with seven
But
children,
what
and
does that
they
have to do with the placenta?
hmm?
The placenta
Yeah,
about her health.
that she is just a really healthy child. What
Yeah.
I wanted to say,
Okay.
she's just a very free and
Just
wild
circle.
spirit, because I think she can also be like in more peace with that relation to the placenta.
Mm.
In the general, like she's a very awakened child. Doesn't have directly anything to do with it, but with a wild birth comes also eventually a wild life, because you have wild parents
Right.
who tell the child be wild. And yes, you can balance over there if you feel confident. We are not in fear of her, so I think she just this empowered also this
Mm.
lifestyle, because I was going through a process working with that placenta and respecting it and holding it in my hands, and understanding the
Yeah.
mother. It's like a motherboard of a computer, just like it's like has so many cellulars, and it's like wow, this nurtured life. So
He was the placenta guy.
brings
I was in bed. I
and
was like, not had nothing to do with it. I just saw. I was like, "What are
lot
you guys doing? This looks
so
awesome."
lotus birth, natural birth definitely empowers also the parents to go through their process of
Mhm.
like like understanding the placenta and not just being like witnessing something which other people do
Mhm.
whenever they want to do it, because we also eventually yeah
Yeah, you touch
we're
this
not
raw life form.
and yeah it was a very beautiful process to
I ate it. You took care of it. But what I also want to say with regards to that
Yeah.
is that I mean it goes into many topics like breastfeeding, like living in nature, many things. But one thing for sure that when you let your child have the placenta feeding her as long as possible, especially after she comes out of the safe space of the womb, the placenta, which is something that she had this connection with her, directly, like this gave her life, this grew her into a human, so that connection stays after she comes out of the safe space of the womb into the big, scary, crazy world with wind, with the sun, with the other people, it's
Yeah.
like a big shock,
Right.
but the placenta is still connected. So I feel like that sense of safety, that sense of I'm okay, that like fearlessness, maybe also what Stefan was sharing,
Yeah.
is there. And also like being nurtured as much as possible. Like her immune system
is
is
strong.
like she gets sick once in 2 years. Like I don't know what the last no, once a year, I'm exaggerating, but once a year.
Right.
I don't think more than that. And if she gets sick, it's like one day and the next day she wakes up and she's fine. And we don't use any medications. We don't use anything. We just use maybe like some essential oil, some herbs, like a tea, for a cold or whatever. But like really, like once a year she would get sick, usually from another child in the school because like bacteria and all those things. But she was the first time she got sick was when she was 9 months old, and that's the first time in her entire like baby life that she had mocos. Usually you have kids like their nose is running the whole time. 9 months, nothing.
Wow.
And then we went to a family gathering where there was like 40 kids, and then she finally got a runny nose. But I mean, it's like you have to be quite yeah. So she's human after all, right?